Hey, what's up, Threadbangers? This week on the show, how to make a bomb-ass bomber hat. Alright, so we've gotten an overwhelming amount of comments asking for guys' fashion. People like Runs with Scissors, Emmett Cullen Lover, Sierra Mist, and the rest of you, you know who you are. So this time around, we're taking on a unisex project for both dudes and ladies alike. Requested by people like Rainbow Frogs and the Slayer of Oz. This one's for you.
DIYer for life.
Alright, to make the hat, you're going to need an old flannel shirt and some white faux fur or wool for the lining. Next, measure around your head to get your measurements. Mine is 22 inches, but you want to add a couple inches for lining, so my total is 24. I like to believe I have an average size head, so these measurements might be just fine for you. You can grab this pattern off of threadbanger.com, but if you want to make your own, it only takes some basic math. Simply make sure your top hat pieces have a 24-inch circumference. For me, the two half circles are 7 inches, and the middle band equals 10 inches. 6 inches at the front, 4 inches in the back. My side ear flaps and band pattern is 9 inches across and 6 inches down. When doubled, it equals 18. Most importantly, make sure you give all of these pieces a 1/4 inch seam allowance. So once you cut out your pattern, grab your material and start cutting out your pieces. You'll essentially be making two hats, one made of lining and the other the outer shell. When you cut out the half circles, double the fabric over so you come out with 2 equal pieces. When you cut the ear flap piece out, again double the fabric over and place the one side against the fold. This will produce one large piece. To start constructing your hats, grab one of your half circles and the middle strip of fabric. Place them right sides together like so, leaving roughly a 1/4 inch hanging off the end. Now this part is tricky, but you're going to slowly sew the one side of the middle piece to the round top of the circle starting at the front of the hat. The fabric should just meet each other at the end. If it's not exact, don't worry, it'll all come together at the end. Now repeat the same process to the other side, both pieces right sides together and sew along the curve. Some people like to pin, but it's up to you. Once you got both sides done, flip it inside out and you got yourself the top of your hat. Now take your long ear flap piece and wrap it around your hat starting from one circle side to the other. Make sure it's all pinned and start tacking it down. Once that's done, you got your basic hat structure. When we return, we finish this thing up.
You're watching Threadbanger.
Alright, once you've got both hat pieces complete, stick them inside one another right sides together and start pinning. It'll take a little stretching, but that's normal. The only place you're not going to pin is the front brim area. This will be used later to turn it inside out. Corinne decided to crochet up some tassels and pom-poms using a great tutorial we got in from fellow Threadbanger, Spiru. All we did was tuck them inside the hat flaps when done, leaving a small tassel hanging out and pinned it down in the middle. Now once it's all properly pinned, sew your two pieces together. When finished, turn the hat right side out using that front hole. Pull through your tassels, and you're almost done. Next, you're going to pin your brim pieces together, right sides together, and sew along the top, leaving the bottom piece open. Flip it inside out and begin to pin it to the open brim portion of your hat. I did this by simply tucking it into the fold, pinning, and sewing it on. Traditionally, the fur goes in the front, but we decided to switch it around and put the plaid instead. Now if you have a comb, you can comb out all that hair around the stitches to give it a more seamless look. Last step, add a straight stitch around your whole hat to keep the lining secure, and you're done! You now got yourself a rad, in-style bomber hat perfect for the chilly times ahead. Hey, and there you go, a project perfect for dudes and the lady folk. You want to see more guys' fashion? Well, show us what you got. We're always looking for video tutorials and cool projects to feature right here. So if you got one, upload it to the show. Got ideas for some winter projects? Leave them in the comments below, and we'll see you next time.